Okay, my husband's handwriting, which I have always loved. I have always loved his handwriting. He forgot the little dot, though, over the I, and his stamps are really messy. They're not even in a straight line. A lot of people use a ruler to make sure things are straight, but this is pretty messy, which tells me he's kind of not as neat as he used to be. He wouldn't have done this before. He would have been a much neater. So, I don't know the reason behind it. Maybe he's getting tired of sending stuff. I don't know. Just kind of careless with that. So anyways, yeah, my husband, I sent him a couple more emails saying, basically, stop lying. You know, you're lying about everything. He's turned to the dark side, in my opinion. Yeah, my son, remembers a lot that happened before we left Colorado. And he just, before we left New Hampshire for Colorado, and he remembers just stuff and has reminded me of that recently. So there's a lot of lies here, and this is what happens. He pretty much stopped wanting to be married back in 2021. He hasn't reached out to his minor son in over 6 months, and that's child abandonment. So he, way back in 2021, he was kind of up and down with our marriage. He didn't really want to be married. I brought him a motorcycle, and he was like, I'm like, what's the matter? I remember that day too. He was outside, and it looked like he was hunting squirrels or something. He was, he had a gun, and he's fooling around with his gun, and I came through the garage and said, hey, I've got something for you. I have a surprise. And he was really excited. Not the best motorcycle. He made it known later that he didn't care as much for the motorcycle, but we had more room on it to ride it. And he was pretty happy. And he was kind of like, before I left New Hampshire, he was happy we were together. He was happy we were doing stuff together. He was pretty good about everything, and then he turned everything around and tried to say that, I was being cruel to him. So he will go wherever the wind blows, it looks like. A man of no convictions. He said he wanted to be married, and now he has totally turned everything around under the name of not getting along, basically just just basically like differences that he says that can't be solved, which isn't true. You can solve differences. You can say, look, this is what I think, this is what you think, let's come to a compromise. He hasn't even tried to do that. So he basically is trying to blame every single thing that he can think of to try to get out of this marriage, which makes me wonder why. Why would someone do that? And it's obviously for money. It's obviously because his parents he wants their money, and he doesn't want to have to work much as he's getting older. He wants the money.